Hey, what's up everyone? GameDad here. Now, as most of you know if you've been following the videos for a while, I am very close to a complete Wii U set. I'm actually down to the last 2 games on the set now. And recently, Jay over at Square Pegs, he asked me, if you were just starting out collecting for the Wii U again, what would that look like? What games would you go for? And I thought that was an interesting question, so I have gone through with that, and I went through and I found 6 games on the Wii U that I think are an absolute must-have. That way you can get a well-rounded experience, and all while not breaking the bank if you wanted to start collecting for the console. So we're gonna go through, show a little bit of gameplay, I'll give you my thoughts on each game, and I'll even tell you what it is currently worth at the time of recording this video. So let's dive in. Now, first up on the list, we have an Assassin's Creed game. Now, there were a bunch on the system, but the one that I chose is probably in my top 3 of Assassin's Creed games. And at the time, it was definitely the #1 for me at least, and that is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which runs great on the Wii U. So let's go ahead and take a look. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, first here we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and I originally played this on the Xbox One whenever it came out, and I gotta say, there isn't really that big of a huge difference between playing this game on the Xbox versus the Wii U. Yeah, the Xbox is a lot more, hardware intensive, but this game was ported so nicely to this system, and the addition of the Wii U gamepad for things like maps and other things going on, it's just fantastic. And the game plays great, looks great, and is just a ton of fun. And with it only being around 11 bucks according to price charting right now for a complete copy, you can't go wrong. Now up next, we have an absolute must for the Wii U, and it has been remade, that way you can get it other ways, but if you're going for a Wii U collection, even if it's not a full set, even if it's just some games, you have got to get this game because it doesn't break the bank and it is tons of fun. That is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Up next here we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and honestly, this game is just brilliant. The game is super fun, it's super inventive with new mechanics that it had in it, and it looks absolutely amazing. The gameplay is spot on, it's super fun, and I mean, it's only around $12 right now according to price charting, and that's not bad. You get a lot of game for a pretty inexpensive price, and as Nintendo typically does, they make their games look really good for the money that you're paying, and this is no different. You would never guess that this game came out years and years ago. This is amazing. Now, this next game was an absolute masterpiece on the NES, and people still rave about it to this day. Even the sequel was fun. Not as fun, but it was definitely fun. And this isn't going to break the bank, because those original ones, those are definitely pricey. But right here we have DuckTales Remastered. Let's take a look at this beauty. Now, if you were a fan of the original DuckTales, then you are going to love this game. Not only does it have a complete fresh coat of paint on it, but the audio and sound effects and music are just rockin' bangers, just like they were back in the day. And all of the gameplay is there that you would expect from a DuckTales game. All the characters are there, everything looks amazing, and it's even got cutscenes and all kinds of stuff, and the gameplay is just solid and fun. Plus, there is a lot of game to be had in this. Now, it is more expensive than the previous 2 at around 25 bucks according to price charting, but still, it's $25 for a game that will get you a ton of enjoyment and is a just classic game for you to be able to have on your Wii U. Now, up next is a game that started on a different console, and it got an HD remaster on the Wii U, and in my opinion, made the game so much better. It looks amazing, and there was a lot of quality of life improvements. So, the next game is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Okay, so hear me out, because Wind Waker is definitely not a lot of people's favorite Zelda. However, it is one of my personal favorites in the Zelda universe. And the game in the HD remaster is so much better in every way. Not only do you get graphical updates, and you get a lot less in terms of loading screens because the hardware is more powerful, you also just get so much added gameplay out of the Wii U gamepad. It's amazing how much extra you get just with being able to have a map or something like that. And it's so good, and it just adds so much to the game that was already really good in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure that Wind Waker is the only like world of Zelda out of the entire Zelda franchise that actually has 3 games in it. Because you have this one, you have Phantom Hourglass, and you have Spirit Tracks. They're all set in kind of this same sort of timeline right here. But overall, the game is amazing, and yes, it is definitely the most expensive one yet, and that's okay because it's still a really fun game, but this one is $55 complete according to price charting. Now, on basically any system, you can never go wrong with a LEGO game. LEGO games are a very predictable formula, they are easy gameplay, and they are a ton of fun with all kinds of hidden stuff. But I didn't choose one of the typical LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Batman, anything like that. Instead, I chose an original LEGO story, which is LEGO City Undercover. This game is massive, and it's just a ton of fun. Let's take a look. So, LEGO games in general are super fun, and they pretty closely follow the stories of whatever franchise they are going with. But LEGO City Undercover was a complete getaway from that. It was their own thing, their own story, and it's awesome. The game is super fun, it's intuitive just like any kind of LEGO game you can imagine, except this one went way more just open world with it. Think GTA meets LEGO, but without the extreme violence and illegal activities. But, I mean, it's still super fun because you're playing Legos. I mean, who doesn't love Legos? And with this game, we are definitely back on the cheap side. For a complete copy, it's only about $7 according to price charting. And you can get so much gameplay and so much time out of this game. I mean, they even remade it on Switch, and they did LEGO City Undercover 2. And both games are just super awesome. If you love LEGO games, if you love just a good solid story with tons of hours of gameplay, you have got to check out LEGO City Undercover. And before we get to the final game in today's video, if you are new here or you just haven't yet, then please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as it really helps out the channel. And if you feel like I have earned your subscription, then awesome. Now, let's go ahead and dive into this last game, which made its debut on the Wii U and also on the 3DS and stuff, but it was primarily first out on the Wii U. It was the start of an amazing franchise, and that is Shovel Knight. Let's take a look at this amazing game. Okay, so get ready for pixel platforming at its finest. Shovel Knight is such an amazing game, an amazing franchise, and it looks beautiful on anything that it is played on because of the art style. You do not need to have the latest and greatest, fanciest hardware in order to run a game that looks like this, because it looks good on its merits, not because of how much hardware is pushing it. And on top of that, the story is fun. I mean, it starts you off super simple with some basic skills, and you just expand on that and you learn how to play the game as you go. It is very nicely done, and the game is only about $19 according to price charting for a complete copy, which is not bad at all. So if you want the game that started out the franchise, this is Shovel Knight right here, and it has so much fun. I mean, oh, you have got to pick this game up. This is a classic for any Wii U collection. And there you have it, everyone. Those are 6 games that I would choose to start with if I didn't have a Wii U collection. If I wasn't 2 games away from a complete Wii U set, I would start with these 6 games. We got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We've got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We have DuckTales Remastered, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, LEGO City Undercover, and of course, Shovel Knight. Now, all of these are super fun games, and the prices go up and down throughout time, of course, but none of these super break the bank at this moment in time. So I would highly recommend picking these up. You will get a great variety, you will get a ton of game time, and you should have a ton of fun. Big thanks to Jay over at Square Pegs for this video idea, and as always, I'm GameDad. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you later.